Seem to be a little noisy tonight. So for Xavier, Desmond Claude at 26 tonight, and the record for a Xavier player in the Big East tournament is 28. Paul Scruggs versus Villanova, on 3/15/19. Xavier advances to the quarterfinals where they are 7-0 in the Big East tournament. When we get to Butler, it's going to be Pierre Brooks and Coach Thad Matta. Tonight was the 75th meeting between Xavier and Butler. Xavier is on its way. Xavier's here. Quincy Oliveri, Desmond Claude, Davion McKnight. And
Oh, Coach Miller coming, ain't he?
yeah, he's coming.
My bad.
He's coming?
Gonna wait for a minute for Coach Miller.
Shelby. Adam. My Xavier guys. Big East Barroom in the back. John Fan in the cut.
So we have Quincy with the introductions.
And we got the AD in the back with his wonderful wife.
Oh,
Sorry, Liz.
that's all right. You good? Oh wait, hold on. We just gonna have to share.
They're supposed to let you talk first.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my
So,
bad.
well, first things first, really thrilled with the fact that we were able to win the game today. Obviously, us and Butler, very similar in terms of how we played during the regular season. We didn't feel like we played as well as we were capable when we played them at Hinkle Fieldhouse last week. And that doesn't mean anything. You have to be able to respond. But we played a really fast game and a really good game against Marquette in our last regular season. And playing without Dalen Swain now, in addition to some of our other shortcomings that we've had from day one, I wasn't sure, how this whole thing would go at the very end. But I think the resiliency of our group, the character, but mostly these three guys, they've carried the water for our team, perhaps more than any three have in the Big East. Their individual performance, you add all three, I don't even have to look. It's probably somewhere between 60, 65 of the 76 points. It's been that way every game, and today was no different. So I know we have a big challenge tomorrow. That speaks for itself. We're just thrilled to have the opportunity to play tomorrow.
Questions? Adam?
Sean, what's it like, ending the season the way that you did and being able to come back here and regroup this way and give yourself a chance tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't really think that we ended poorly. We lost at Butler, and we lost really in the last few minutes against Marquette at home. I understand Tyler Kolek didn't play, but if we play that game, I'm going to tell you Zach Fremantle and Jerome Hunter and Dalen Swain didn't play for us. It's all part of the long journey for both programs and all teams. But so sometimes in a loss, you can still see the quality. I felt like, that we played really well this weekend. I was anxious to see how we would respond now that our regular season was over. We had a couple good days. You could ask these guys. We worked hard in between the Marquette game to prepare for this game. And these three guys obviously did a great job carrying us like they have all season.
In front, Tom.
Sure. What did you guys see, particularly in the second half, as far as transition was concerned, as far as just taking the lane and being able to execute? Because that seems to me that's where you won the ball game. You hit some threes in the second half, but
Yeah, we love to say we play with pace. I think that's when you play us, that's something you have to talk about. These three guys are a big part of that. I will tell you, we came up empty a couple times in the second half, and really, whether it's Quincy, Davion, or Dez, I thought they all had their own moment where they had a great opportunity and maybe didn't cash in on it. But the pace, playing that way, sometimes you can break a game open. I agree. We're not just reliant in the half court, and certainly our team is at its best when we can get those transition points.
Down in front, Akeem.
Coach, just kind of following up on that question, what allowed you guys to kind of shoot better in the second half from three-point line, especially after going 0 for in the first half?
Yeah, you know what? I actually said it to Quincy at halftime that he in particular has done that throughout the year, where he could put a bad segment together or behind him and really get hot. But it was great to see everybody contribute from three. I think at the half we were 0 for 8. Is that right? Yeah. So you think about that. I guess being 7 for 14 versus 0 for 8 was a big difference. But, you have to stay with it. You can't let a cold shooting segment affect the next play, the next half. And I thought the three-point shots that we took in the second half were good ones as well.
Right here in the middle.
Desmond, you had a great game at the field. What kept you poised towards the end of the game at the free throw line?
Could you repeat that one more time? My bad.
What kept you poised towards the end at the free throw line, knowing you had a great game today?
Yeah, I mean, it's, something that I work on every day, straight work and practice, having to make free throws and, just staying confident. That was another thing. I wanted to get my percentages up, and, that's what I did. But, I just let the game come to me, and then, once you're in the flow, you just hoop. You don't really think about it. And, that was my way of just, keep going, and I kept progressing.
Go over on the left, Shelby.
Quincy, you had a big second half, and maybe this was one of the arenas you went to with your dad when you went to a bunch of NBA games. Just what was that moment like in the second half, and then stripping Brooks at the end and being able to throw that ball up in celebration?
Man, it was a great feeling. As a basketball player, this is like one of the dreams of where you want to be in play. So I mean, even when we first got here, I was the first one on the court, and I just took a long walk just out on the court, headphones off, just to soak the whole moment in and be able to just realize that this is really, like, I'm here, whether that's NBA or college. I'm still in Madison Square Garden being able to play, and my family's here for free. They have free tickets. We don't have to pay thousands of dollars for courtside seats at Madison Square Garden. So just embracing the whole journey, because this is a dream, Last year we were playing at the Star in Dallas, where the Cowboys play. Me and Davion and Abu, we actually joke about it. And now we have Madison Square Garden. So it's just a great feeling. And then just being able to win here, get the first win, and then have an opportunity to advance and play UConn, it's a great feeling, And it just all emotions came out. I believe Butler thought it was 2 shots, and I knew it was 1-and-1. I knew it was off. The ball was too much on my left hand. I wanted to get my 10th rebound, and the rest is history.
All right, let's go in front here.
Hey, Quincy, second half, you're coming down on a fast break. You go right, you go left, you Euro step. That was a beautiful move. Does that just come naturally? Are you thinking about that ahead of time? Do you practice that?
Are you asking for my tricks? A magician never tells his tricks. They call me Houdini. I can't tell you my magic tricks now. But nah, just real talk though. It's just feel for the game. Honestly, it's nothing I predetermined, because if you predetermine a Euro step, it won't work. But just feel for the game. That's all.
In front, Dave.
Yeah, Sean, you mentioned the challenge tomorrow. Just what do you have to do better this time around against UConn that you didn't do the first 2 times?
Yeah, for sure. The first time we played them, it seems like a year ago. It was a hard-fought game at the Cintas Center, and if you've watched UConn, they have a way of putting you away, and that's what they did. The second game, I really don't have words to describe it. They overwhelmed us at the tip. They were ready. They coming off, I think, a week off, playing in Hartford. We weren't at our best. And look, we're not the only team that they had a big margin of victory against, especially at home this year. They're terrific. They're terrific on offense. They're terrific on defense, talent-wise, coaching staff, Danny. I can't give them any more superlatives, but what I can say is we have to be ready to play the game and be at our best, and that's our goal.
Last question over in the right, John.
Davion, we heard from Q about this, about playing in the Big East tournament at Madison Square Garden. How would you describe walking in this building and playing in this event? What it was like this afternoon?
It was a great feeling. Like Q said, us playing, me, him, and Abu was in Frisco, Texas last year, playing in the Dallas arena. So playing in MSG is something that you want to tell everybody about. So it's something that I soaked up like he did. So it was a great feeling.
Xavier, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Fanta, congratulations on your award.
Yeah, congrats.
You're a star among stars.
going to be Pierre Brooks and Coach Thad Mata. Butler is here. Coach Thad Mata and Pierre Brooks. Whenever you're ready.
All right, you guys go ahead. Questions, go ahead.
Questions, please, for Coach. Keem, you're first.
Coach, what allowed Xavier to shoot so well from three in the second half? They didn't hit a three in the first half, and then they kind of caught fire from deep.
They did. They caught fire. I mean, it was kind of reminiscent of the Providence game at home, where they made their first 7 threes, and some of those were challenged deep. Now we made a couple mistakes, but you know, give them credit. They got rolling, and the shots were going in. They did a heck of a job.
Good.
And how hard is it to play a team twice in a week? I mean, obviously there's no secrets, like you said, in the Big East, but just to see, you know, a rival in this stage, just how much kind of just does that add to the game, and how difficult is it?
Well, you know, it's one of those, it is what it is, and you know, you can't change it. I do think, I mean, us not playing this weekend, having the bye at the end, maybe hurt us just a little bit. You know, I think we're the only team in college basketball didn't play, but that's how the schedule fell out. But I thought we were prepared, and you know, one of the biggest things, first half, we could not finish around the rim. I mean, we had some unbelievable looks, and just couldn't get it. We went on that 11-0 run, and then Posh got hurt. Fortunately, he's okay. But you know, it just we just couldn't catch our momentum. It was you know, we were right there. We couldn't get the stop we needed. We couldn't get the score when we needed it.
Right here, Tom.
Yeah. Coach, I got to give you, first of all, credit for doing the job that you did this year with the 4 returnees and then the kind of, you know, production. On the other side of the situation, it seemed like you were running a first and second half. You tried to get JD going, and it seemed like you were running plays.
DJ.
Yeah,
Yep.
sorry. And in doing so, you ran. You gave him he had a nice look at the opening. That could have been a completely different ballgame right off the top with
Yeah.
the confidence that it gives as far as three-pointers. Second half, he went underneath and took advantage of it, got a three-point play, started things up in the second half. I have to ask the question, what, about 5-6 games ago, as far as the shooting is concerned, it could have been a completely different season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, a lot's tied to shooting and putting the ball in the basket. But you know, here's the thing I'll say with our guys, and I haven't had this much coaching or this much fun coaching a basketball team as I've had with these guys in a long time. I mean, they are, you know, what we've asked these guys to do. 11 new guys. You know, I've said that we came into a program that hadn't won, and to be where we are in year 2, I'm proud of these guys. For guys like Pierre that took a chance on us coming in here, I feel good. You know, this league can beat you up. You know, there's not good players, there's great players in this league, and as well as coaches. You know, it's as you go through the season. I did this last weekend. You know, like this play, that play throughout the game, and you know, it sort of is what it is. And like I said, I'm disappointed we lost, but I'm excited where we are and where we're going.
Okay, you got one more. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, follow up.
Hey, Ted, what do you tell your team after this tournament's over for you guys?
Well, like I just said to the gentleman here, I mean, I'm proud of what they were able to accomplish. Just in terms of you know, I think we were projected to finish or second to last by 1 vote, and you know, I think that these guys scraped, they clawed. You know, hopefully we're not done playing basketball. I want to keep coaching this team. I'd love to go to practice tomorrow if we could, because I enjoy them so much. But you know, we lose 2 guys off this team, and you know, hopefully we can get this thing back and, continue to build Butler basketball back to where it needs to be.
Okay.
And Pierre, when you see Posh go down and him to not get up, obviously he's a very tough person. So when you see that, what's going through your mind, and what's that say about him that he was able to come back and play all 20 minutes in the second half?
Well, Posh is a tough guy, and when he went down, it was kind of scary for us because he brings a lot to the floor with his defensive intensity and his playmaking ability and his ability to finish around the basket. So when he went down, we kind of frightened a little bit, but Posh is a tough guy. I've always known him to be tough. So he came back and played his butt off when he came back in. So he's done that for us a lot this year.
And what's the
Final
season?
question. Go ahead.
What's the season been like for you? Like Coach Mata said, you came to Butler after not really getting a lot of playing time at Michigan State. To have this season that you've had to, really showcase your talent and be with these guys, what's that meant to you?
It's meant a lot to me. He said that I took a chance on them, but really thankful that they took a chance on me. I'm glad that I chose the school, and I love to play for Butler. I love everything about the school, and like I said, I'm thankful for that they gave me a chance to come here and showcase my talent. And they kept believing in me even when things were going wrong. And I hit a wall in the middle of the Big East season. They still continue to believe in me and fight for me. So I really appreciate that about them.
Butler, thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, Dan.
You should be on the email list. You should get an